Kicking Country 103.1. Good morning. It is 8:09. I have Zach Upton in the studio with us here from the Sanangelo Police Department. Good morning, Zach.
Good morning.
We were talking about the fact that I had started a little growth here as far as beard a little earlier here in the month.
And I'm very clean shaven.
Yes, and there's a reason for that, too, and there's a reason I still have mine. Before we jump off into what we're going to talk about today with shopping and so forth, let's stay on that for a second because the Sanangelo Police Department is allowing their officers to get involved. Tell me about how it works for them with the beards.
For No Shave November, we've decided to jump on that ship and go with it. They've allowed the officers, if you make a minimum of a $50 donation to the Testicular Cancer Fund, that they can grow a beard during the month of November. So I originally was like, oh boy, I get to grow a beard finally for work, and then my wife said, oh, we're taking pictures on the 14th.
So
right
no,
smack
you're
in
not.
The middle, right smack in the middle of it.
She said, no, you're not going to have a half-grown beard and us take these pictures for the holidays, right?
Yep. She's not happening, and she rules, so got to do what she says.
See, I got a similar story because my Kelly, she said, you go ahead and grow it. If I don't like it, it's coming off. So anyway, she likes it so far, so everything's fine.
As long as you can get past the pokey and get into the soft phase, you're good.
Oh, yeah, man. It's like stabbing you for a while.
Yep.
All right. Zach, let's talk about the holidays because I know you have some safety tips and so forth as we get into it.
Yes, especially Black Friday is just around the corner now. I've noticed the ads are already starting to come out, and they're having pre-Black Friday sales pretty much. We're going to be the whole year is going to be a sale before too long. But the main thing is to remember, especially whenever you go out Thanksgiving evening and into Black Friday, is make sure you always have more people with you. There's always safety in numbers, and so make sure you have that. Have your cell phones to where everybody can get a hold of each other if you get separated. Of course, try not to take the little ones if possible, because if anyone's ever been out, it's a madhouse.
Yes.
for a day and a half now.
And they keep backing it up, as you say, to the night before, like on Thanksgiving
afternoon pretty much now. So it just keeps getting longer and longer. So instead of having one big sale, they'll have 3 different sales to keep you hanging out in the store and stuff. But they, like I said, just stay in numbers. Make sure you have cell phones, good contacts. If you do have to take the kids with you, one thing we always advise is most people have a camera on their cell phone. As soon as you get ready to go, take a picture of your child wearing exactly what they're wearing. That way, if they do get lost, you can just show the picture. This is exactly what they look like.
That's a great idea.
That way, you're not trying to remember, well, were they wearing a gray shirt or a white shirt? It's, exactly what they look like.
That is a wonderful idea right there.
And that's for any type of event. If you're going to a fair or something, that way you can easily show what the child was wearing at the time. Other things, whenever you do buy stuff, a lot of times you have to make multiple trips to your vehicle. Make sure if you do have to keep gifts and stuff in the vehicle, to lock it in the trunk. If you have an SUV, try to cover them in the back. That way no one can just glance in and see the items in the vehicle.
Yeah, you don't want them picking and choosing and saying, I want that.
Yeah,
that
there's
looks
the
like
TV, there's the game system. They can look in and see which ones might be a little better to get into.
And you know something, it is, I'll let you point it out because you deal with these things. It's amazing, the bad guys, how quickly they can get in and out of your car.
Yes. Of course, a lot of them, they're just checking door handles. They're looking for the unlocked car because it's a lot easier, a little less suspicious, because somebody walking by might not realize, hey, that, that person, isn't supposed to be in that vehicle. But even for them to break out a window, other than that initial sound of the window breaking, most people, just walking by wouldn't notice unless they notice the glass on the ground or something. So it doesn't take very long at all. It's a matter of 15, 20 seconds. They can be in the car and grabbing a few things and gone. So it's definitely fast. And with that much people doing stuff at the time, people aren't really paying attention to what's going on around them. And it's definitely easy for them. So just make sure to hide your items, lock your doors. Take those few extra steps to make sure that your car doesn't be the one that they get into.
Absolutely. Well, Zach, I appreciate it because you gave some great ideas there. I love the idea of taking a picture of your kid, the way they're dressed and everything. That way, if they disappear and get lost in the store or something, you can go and say, "This is my kid," and get it taken care of. But all the other tips too. Just use a little common sense out there as you're shopping, right?
And be vigilant. You got to be paying attention to what's going on around you. So
all right.
Keep your head up and pay attention. That sort of shows confidence, and hopefully they'll move on to somebody else or leave.
Zach, I appreciate you coming in, and I will see you again here very soon during the holidays, I'm sure.
Yes, sir.